Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Becky from winzigcreations, and I hope you're all well, and thought we'd do some crafting. I'm doing the prompt 2 of the Dephemerember 2025. This will come out quite late, but I don't think that really matters. You know, you do them as and when you can. I'd already got that out. So, yes, I hope you're well. And see what fun we can get up to today, shall we? Put that there. I'd already got a match out, so we'll put those down there out the way. Yes, so this is, whoops, winzigcreations, didn't mean to make you. So I'm only on this one, floating pocket and bold numbers. So I'm going to have a go at that. I didn't actually have, like some people, I didn't actually have any numbers, and I assumed some people wouldn't have numbers. So what I did was I went on the computer and I just printed these, just made them myself on the computer, and these ones, because the biggest numbers I had were these, and I wanted something really big. Actually, they're the same style. They're still both called stencil. So I might use some of these small ones, but it wanted bold numbers, so that's as bold as I go, really, when it comes to numbers. Now, what I'm using, what I've got out, I'm making 6, I think, because we're supposed to do this in compartmentalizing, so to speak. So, yeah, I'm going to make, and these are going to be my style of floating pocket. I'm going to fold it in half. This is 4 inches. It's a 12 by 12, and this is 4 inches wide. So I haven't, what I've done is I've done 3 different bits of paper. I know I can get 3 out of this, but I wanted pockets as well. So this is a floating pocket, and it's going to go over the page like this, and it's going to have pockets on in different places, and then you can just clip it on and take it off, hence the floating bit. And inside is going to be writing, so it'll be hidden writing space as well. Alternatively, you can make that a pocket as well. You know, it's up to you. I got this idea first of all of Gail Gastanelli. Actually, I saw her, she did something very similar to these a long time ago now. So if you search her videos for over the page something or other, that one's not very straight, is it? I'll straighten that up. Over the page pocket or something, you might find it. They don't have to be double-sided, because I'm going to put paper on the inside anyway. I did choose my papers for the outside, though, for the outside colour, and I've deliberately chosen non-directional, pretty much non-directional. This one is a bit, because if you turn the page, that would be upside down, but I don't think you really notice as much with this. Or maybe this one, let me just see. No, you really can't tell with this one at all. Maybe I'll do that side on one of them, and this side on the other. Got a completely different sort then, haven't we? This one's double-sided. So there we go. Got a couple of, and we're going to make some botanical and maybe a couple of vintage ones. I'm going to push them down a bit harder, although I am going to put paper on. I'll leave a border except for this one. I might leave, I don't know whether I can leave a border with that one. The end of the pad, that's why. This is a Tim Holtz, I think. Is this a Tim Holtz? No, it's a Stamperia. So I'm just making these a bit harder, a bit more solid. And we'll put some either writing paper or coffee dyed paper. And these offcuts I'm going to use as my pockets. That's what I'm going to do. So that some will be, you know, vintagey, grungy a bit, and some will be botanical. So first thing I'm going to do is, nope, I don't want that one. I want this one. I'm going to round the edges. Sorry, the covers come off this, and I'm going to do the big one. I'm going to do the 1/2 inch on these. So I'm going to do that with all of them. I think I've got 2 there. Actually, I don't have to. This goes. Oh, I'm going to tidy that up first. Let's just straighten that up. I am expecting the gas man, but if he does come while we're working, I'll just pause you for a few minutes. It's just I'm a little bit behind with my work, so I wanted to get this done today. As I said before, I'm trying to get everything done before I go away. So, whoops, daisy, didn't do that one very well. Leave that there because I'll be edging those ones. I'm afraid I'm going to ink, so if you don't like inking, scroll through this. But I want vintage photo on these. Actually, yes, I do want vintage photo. I just keep my brown, my brownie coloured ones down here, and the rest are all on a holder behind me. And one day I will do a room tour. I don't know when, probably next year sometime, maybe, if you're interested, that is. Might as well go across the top as well. So, yeah, it's a very good way, this, of building up your stash. Although my stash is pretty full at the moment, particularly with tags and journal cards. Pockets not so much, so I don't mind making pockets, but I won't be making the actual tags to go in it because, as I say, I've got so many of those that I don't want to make any more at the moment, not for these. But I'm making a couple for my 2 vintage journals that I'm making still. And, oh, like a lot of you, I've got a lot on at the moment, and it's trying to fit everything in, isn't it? I'm just trying to not rush or anything. I'm trying to take my time and still do things with meaning and with care, you know. It's so easy to when you've got a lot on and you've got a lot of things to take care of, it's very easy to start rushing through them, isn't it? And I always think that's a bit of a shame, really. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done, you know. Because I make a lot of stuff for Christmas. I make, well, I've just made a hat and scarf for my daughter-in-law, whose birthday is before Christmas, so I'm actually making her birthday present at the moment. Also, and it's a 3-piece sort of set: hat, scarf and gloves. And then I'm making my granddaughter, she's not allowed on YouTube, so she won't see this. I'm making her a scarf and hat for school because she walks to school, and I think she uses her Harry Potter one at the moment in the cold, but I'd hate for that to get lost or nicked or taken, you know what kids can be like. So I thought if I just knitted her one, it wouldn't matter quite so much if it damaged or anything. Last thing she wants to do is damage a Harry Potter one. It's not as easy to replace as my quick knitted ones, I have to show you it. It's for scarves, I knit on a loom. I don't know if any of you have heard of a knitting loom. Yeah, it's very quick and easy, but it makes up a beautiful scarf. It really does. And she's also, my granddaughter's also grown out of the one I did her before, which was quite, oh, that's it, I've done one. It's quite young, that, so she was quite young when I did the last one. So there we go. That's that part done. Right, next part, decorating, I think, a bit of embellishing. Now we do have these numbers. These are numbers. I've got my stencil out as well. I've got a few numbers on here and letters, but I thought I could do a bit of stenciling in the background. Whoops, maybe, I thought that might be nice. Just a bit of number stenciling in the background, maybe not in the middle. I don't know. Maybe put the number in the middle. To do these more botanical ones, you need some, I think I'll use some flowers, some leaves. So anyway, I'm going to start by adding my backgrounds, my layers. Yes, I'm just going to start with, have I got my one there? No, I can find my brush. That's all stain. That's burlap. Let me just find my vintage, here's my vintage photo one. So let's do a little bit of, just going to put a bit of paper under here. I mean, this is distressed oxide, so it'll come off quite easily. I just want these at a sort of random angle, really. So I'm just doing some random stenciling at the moment. Oh, we can barely, I'm going to have to get a darker ink out. You can't really, I know I want this in the background, but I do actually want to be able to see it. So let's try walnut stain. That's a bit darker. Where's my walnut stain? Here it is. Let's try walnut stain this side. Let's do these numbers here. Let's see if this comes off any better. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Yes, much better. Let's go over these ones, can I? 7, 8. There it is. Lovely. Oh, that's more like it. Just sort of randomly everywhere. There's a background. That's nice. That's okay. I'm going to put some layers on, so yep. Hadn't really thought much further than this, really, but we'll see how it goes. Nice just to play around a bit, isn't it? There's some Roman numerals at the bottom. I don't suppose it'll matter if they go on as well. There. Yep, they're okay. What did I do with my other one? Oh no, it's the other side. So I'll quickly do this. I just thought if we're putting some bold numbers on, it'd be nice to have some numbers in the background as well. I think it is numbers, isn't it? Yeah, bold numbers, yeah. I've been really enjoying, I was trying to say concentrating and talking. It's not a good job for me. Barbara's and Louisa's, they've been really good, haven't they? I'm not doing much mixed media with this one. I might do some mixed media with some of them. I just need to get caught up a bit before I get that out. And I have got another matte system I use for my mixed media. I had thought about putting some splotches on this. I might. I'll see. I'll see what I feel like doing. Let's just go with the flow and do what we want to do, you know. Yeah, I don't. With this could have been stamped as well, but the only number stamp I think I've got is number 5. I do have a few tiny ones, but they are very small, my numbers. I don't have very many big ones. But really it is just a little bit of colour in the background, really. That's both sides of that one done. I seem to only have... oh yes, of course, that's... So I was looking for my other one of these, but of course I turned that one inside out, didn't I? So we got the other side. Bum, bum. So have any of you been doing this? I have to look up the hashtags and look at other people's, I think. I watch so many videos though, you know. There's a bit of a funny gap there. That looks a bit weird. There we go. Here we go. A few more on. Now, what colour do I use on that dark brown one? That's the thing. I could use my ground espresso, couldn't I? That might show up better. Yeah, you can tell the numbers. You probably can't off camera. Let me just show you one that's a bit easier. You can actually tell their numbers, can't you? So let's get the ground espresso out, because I really don't think that's going to show up on there. Ground espresso. Let's pop you two back. Don't think I'll need you. Where's my ground espresso? That's very burlap, is this? Ooh, I think the ground espresso is a tiny one, if I remember rightly. I think it's this one. Let's have a go with this one anyway. It's very small, this one. Have I got a bigger one? Do I have a bigger one? Oh, ground espresso. Yes, I do. That's a bigger size, isn't it? Right, let's see if this works. Oh, yes. Whoops, I got the edge of the stencil there. No worries. Oh, that looks really nice, actually. I really like that. Yeah. That was really bold, that. I'll put my big bold numbers on. This is pretty bold. I like the randomness of it as well, you know, the fact that they're going in different directions and things like that. Let's turn you around that way. I might have a few Z's on here, but I don't think that'll matter. All adds to the fun, doesn't it? Oh, I do like these. I like that. Let's do the other one and then we've done all of them. I didn't see what time I started. She'll have to be Luke. I want a little number there in this corner. There we are. And one in that corner. My hands are getting filthy, look. It's not a clean job, is it, crafting? It's not a clean job at all. Not the way I do it, anyway. Right. I'll be probably putting some book page on these and some other bits and bobs, you know. Sometimes you do all this and you hardly see any at the end, do you? But it's the fun of the process and knowing that you're layering up. I am deliberately missing the bottom though, because I will definitely be putting those on there. Right. That can go away, that can go away. That could go away. Actually, I'll just, excuse me, just get the wipe out because my fingers need cleaning before I touch anything else. And I'll just give that stencil a quick wipe as well. There we go, got the opposite one there. I could have done that, but there we go. There, put my stencil away. I'm going to use you again, mister. Right then. Sorry about my seat, my chair squeaking. Right, I think I want to do a bit of layering before I put the pockets on. These are going to be the pockets. So let's just start randomly with one. I want some, this is going to be a botanical one, this. So let's get some flowers out. Quite a large, whoops, put in there. Can't get my drawer open, sorry. Have I got any large any large flowers in here? Yes, I believe this one's a large flowers. Yes, it is large flowers. This one, I don't know that I want that one. Let's just see what we've got in here. Oh, that's quite a nice one. I quite like that. That could be a nice focal point, couldn't it? I prefer that. That's that side done then. You can go there. I prefer these like... I don't often use these big flowers. I quite like that as well. That side, so that's those two sorted. Let's sort the flowers out next then while we're doing it. We're supposed to be doing a, you know, like each section at a time. This one I think is going to be botanical. I want 3 botanical and no, 2 vintage and 4 botanical. Well, they're about all flowers and nope, something about that one. I do like it. I need to cut more out in the middle. That's the thing. I need to cut some more out the middle. I want some more sort of... Oh, I like that. It would need inking, obviously. But that's nice, isn't it? I prefer the wilder looking flowers. But, ooh, sorry. My mat's moving. It's not helping. Yep, I like that. We'll darken that one up a bit. So that's one for that side. Quite like that. If I got the bottom here. Oh, that's nice. I like that thistle look. Oh, we'll do you. So that's you guys done. Next. Oh, this is one of my all-time favourites, this flower. I've got it in various sizes. I have. Absolutely love this flower. Oh, that'll look lovely on the blue. I'm going to lose some of the bottom in the pocket, aren't I? It's a bit too big, really, isn't it? So I stuck that down. I've got a pocket in. You're not going to see it, so I'll save that one for a more prominent place, you know. That's quite nice botanical. I like that blue. Have those hanging down there, so I like that one. Not sure about this one's, not sure about at the moment. And oh, that one's nice. Oh, no, I'm not sure now. See what else I've got in the bottom here. It doesn't stand out very well, does it? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that's nice. This has got funny background because this is out of a Roxy Creation. I've cut it off a Roxy Creations. It needs more trimming, don't get me wrong. But I like those blues to get those colours together. I also like those colours together. We'll do this one, I think. I think. We'll do that one. So we've got one for the other side, haven't we? Yes, so that's those 2 done. And one more. Nope. I've got a lot of big flowers that need using up. Some of these are a little too big, though, even for this project. Whoops. See, that's beautiful. You will still see some, see the pockets there. And once you take the tag out, yeah, you'll see it. I quite like that one. It's the only time you get to use the really big flowers, isn't it? When you do a... Oh, don't like that. I want one with sort of bluish leaves, really. Bluey green leaves. Although that's not bluey green. I like that. Nope. Sorry. We'll get there eventually. But auditioning can be a long job, can't it? Oh, I've got a smaller one of those, look. I do hoard this. But that would be nice sitting on top of the pocket, wouldn't it? They clash quite nicely, don't they? Oh, I like that colour leaf with that. Yeah, I'm going to use those 2 for that one. There, let's pop these all away then. They do get a bit creased, but they straighten out once you put glue on them. Ooh, they really are sticking out at the moment. That's better. Get you in there. That's it. In you all go. Oops, let's put you away. I'll put it away in a minute. I've got to move a few bits to put that away. Right, we want some backing paper. And we want our numbers. Oh, I want some stuff for this one, don't I, for these two. Let's not get carried away here. Oops. Butterflies I want, vintage and stuff. Oh, I've got some very large butterflies somewhere. Here we go, large butterflies. Again, it's a good place to use large stuff. These are nice old vintagey looking, but they're not very big, those ones. But there's two the same, but that one's bigger, so we'll take the bigger one. Let's see what we've got in here. Well, that's unusual, isn't it? It's one made out of book page. Quite like that. Huge one. Humongous. That would make more cutting out, but oh, he's actually too big. I'd have to put him on his side, look. It's a little too big, that one. That's one of my all-time favourites, that. Not that you needed to know that, but, you know, I thought I'd tell you anyway. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Not very vintagey looking, but not very old looking, but get too big. Oh, that's nice. No, I'm doing vintage, aren't I? Well, these are old pictures. That is nice. I quite like that. Leave that out. Oh, look at that. It needs the metal things on there. It needs its metal. I'm worried that if I pull that out, it'll... I'd really like to use that one. Oh, good, it's folded up. I thought he'd got one part of his wing missing then, although that wouldn't matter. That's another nice one, isn't it? I think that's one of Roxy Creations, that. Just getting a few out to try them. I like you as well. You'll pop, won't you? It'll pop. That will pop. That's a nice one as well. Bit of a sheen to it, but doesn't matter. Yes. Ooh, Tim Holtz one. That'll stick out too much, I think. There's another Tim Holtz one, but yeah. Yeah, most of my Tim Holtz are at the bottom because they're chunky. Right, let's see what we've got here. And then put my metal antennae on there. Really like that. And put a little one with it, maybe. Nope, that's too big to go with it. I do like that. It's quite a statement, isn't it? And it'll balance well with a big number, wouldn't it? You know, if that's inked up a bit. I might put the number on the pocket, actually. Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I might cut the number out a bit and put it on the pocket with a smaller butterfly. Where are my small butterflies? Here they are. Sorry, I'm mumbling. I'm supposed to be talking to you, not mumbling around for you. Oh, that would be nice on a pocket, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, we'll come back to the pockets in a minute. Let's just not get sidetracked. I'm doing the back bit and then we'll get the pockets. I'm putting that on there, I've decided. And for this lovely big one, let me cut that out and put that on there. Yeah, right, we'll do those two. And then let's do this side. So we're doing all our we're doing all this bit first, because and then if I have to stop, we're at the right place to stop, aren't we? I'm going to use him. I'm going to use her, him and her. I don't know whether they're hims or hers, but there we go. Oh, I do like that one. I like a lot of them. Right, I'm going to leave them out in case I decide to change my mind, which is not unusual for me, as you probably noticed now. Oh, you go back there. Right, so we want book. I think I'm going to back up with book page, I think. Let's break it up with some book page. I think so. That's this is Robinson Crusoe, so it should be okay. Shouldn't be anything untoward in here. 1, 2. Let's start with this vintage one here. Next, we're going to do all the backing pages now, because that's what we do, isn't it? I need a ruler. That's what I need, a ruler. Let's use you. You're handy. Don't know where the other one is. Let's get you flat, and then you'll work. I'll get this flat. Just going to take these bits off first. See what I'm working with. Right. And yes, I keep them for stamping on. Yes, I do. Let's put a piece of you on. I think I'll have you going under the pocket actually. Oh, I didn't mean to. Doesn't matter, it's going under the pocket probably anyway. Yeah, I like that. Let's get the vintage photo out. This book is a lovely colour, that's why I'm using it. I should save it really, not glue it on it. I should be gluing on my junk mail, shouldn't I really, and keeping this. It's a lovely, lovely colour. Let me glue it. Here it is. Sent a Village magazine the other day. I should get that out and use that instead. So we're doing all the book page next. I don't know if I'll get these finished today or not, but I might have to finish them in the next one. But that is the whole point of doing them like Louisa says, isn't it? You're doing, what is it, I can't have trouble saying the word too. Compartmentalize, that's it. Grafting, where you do a bit of each section first, and then, ooh, I know what she means, it's just difficult saying the word, you know. Shall I get something less precious to glue on? Excuse me, just do this instead. These will just be adverts. I don't usually, like Barbara, I don't usually do this very often. I'm not a huge, it's a bit like mass making. I'm not a huge mass maker, but because it takes me, where are those two butterflies? They go with that. Let's pop you inside. Let's pop you inside. Actually, we could do that at the same time, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. He needs, ooh, nope. One thing at a time. That's it, one thing at a time. Putting it this side this time. Let's tear that little bit off. Ink you up. Doesn't need much. It's the same, pretty much the same colour all the way through. I only usually ink to take the white core off, you know. Unless, let's put you there. Gosh, I haven't used this ruler for ages. It's quite a nice effect, actually. This paper is beautiful to tear because it's old. You can see it's old, but it's not. I mean, it's vintage, it's antique, but it's isn't like hundreds of years old, so it still has some strength. But yeah, it's lovely to use. Take a bit off the bottom. Let's get another page because you'll be all sticky. Sorry about the adverts. There are other advert people out there. There we are. That's that one with those two. Ow, what's that? Right, hello. Well, shall we do something a different shape? And I always think this, they're not all going to be in the same book, so it doesn't matter if they all look the same while I'm making them, does it? Because they're not all going to be in the same journal, for crying out loud. Slightly wider piece on this one. Yeah, look all right. I think I'm going to have a bit going across because I want to sit that on something. Yeah, let's just save you. We'll use you in a minute. I want a going across piece. We'll save that one for another one. What will this crafters do without book page? Tell me if you use book page. I mean, there's bound to be people out there that never use book page, I guess. I suppose there are those that do not like tearing up books, which is fair enough, you know. When I first started doing it, it felt very wrong, I must admit. But the effect you get, I do like, so. And things always look a bit weird when you just do one step of it, doesn't it? You think, oh, I can't leave it like that. But yes, you can when you're doing it like this, I think. You should be able to come back to it later. I don't usually do that, actually. You know, no, I don't think you're supposed to put the... I may not put toppers on all of them. I think, knowing me, I probably will, though. How big is this one? Yeah, I prefer that on this. Is there a clean piece? Yes, there is. Yes. I didn't ink it. I don't think it matters. Oh, there we are. That comes off a tree like that, so I think I can do one of these long ones. Do a little thin. No, I'm going to do the thicker one. Pop you there. As my ink is open, I'm just going to give it a bit. Right. I mean, the way Tina does it at Shabby Dabby Doodah, her mass makes tend to end up quicker. I don't think mine will, somehow. I think they will probably just end up, you know, maybe I faff too much, you know. Faff means, you know, mess about. Lose concentration or whatever. It's not difficult for me, as you know. I have trouble talking at the same time as doing. That's you too. Oh, I've got two here. No. Happy with that. Looks a bit funny up in the air, doesn't it? But it won't do when I've finished. Hopefully. It might still look funny. Sorry, I could have got these ready. I wasn't too sure what I was going to use. Roxy's weekly challenges are like this as well, isn't it? She makes multiples pretty much of the same thing. I'm going to go across here. Put a bit of ink there where I've torn it. Well, you won't see the bottom. Probably won't see the bottom anyway. And then Can I tear that off? No, it's sticky. Let's tear this off. Let's use you. And then is that one done? This one's final one. Da da da. Oh, I like that long. I think I'm going to do that way, long ways. So that's more tearing, I'm afraid, but I will stand up in a minute and see what time I started. Are you all ready for Christmas and everything? I mean, this is only going out mid-December, so you know. I think it's mid-December anyway. I should know that, shouldn't I? Really? It's like G was saying, that she did those one-page wonders, didn't she? And she did put the, I think, although we got them one a day, I think she did 3 one day and 2 another. But sometimes when you're videoing and you've got other things on, but you've got a day that you can do video in, you do have to do more than one, you know, and schedule them. And this one I was going to go across with this one, I think. Yeah. Let's just take the bottom bit off. Yeah, tatty bit of paper on. Right, next stage. Oh, come back here, all of you. I think I'll do pockets next. After all, that is what they're supposed to be, isn't it? So I think I'll do my pockets next. Put you there. I need these at hand so I can... Hello, where did you come from? I don't know. When I find I've got one missing, I'll put that back. You do need the pockets, these bits at hand, so you can work out where your pockets are going. So this one, I can put the same pocket on, or I can put this pocket on. And I think I'm going to put that one on. So we need to cut that. Should we go in? No, we'll take it to the edge. We'll take it to the edge. I'm going to have a cross ones with these. I might have a tuck on the other side, we'll see. I need a pencil, that's what I need. No. Should we take it in a bit? Tiny bit. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. Now, do I put a thumb notch in it? Yeah, I think so. Put one in. Not a very deep one, though, because I want to... always does that, lands on me. Now, do we need to put that flower on first or not? No, I can put a bit... Oh, I know. No. Like that one, a bit of washi, I think, as well. Ticket, maybe. Right. This is why I got these out, because I think I'm going to have to... If I want to put something here, it's going to have to be before I put the pocket on. Let me think about this. Let's just ink this while I think about this. I think so. I'll just get a bit of washi out. Normally I'd cut more of this out, but it's not white anyway, so there's no harm in leaving it. I think it looks all right. Oh, lost me. Yeah, I think I can manage. I think we can manage with this. Where's my? Probably, there it is, lying down underneath this book. Where else would it be? Sorry, you can't see. I'm just gluing. Putting the pockets on. There. And you're going. I'm just going to tuck him in there in a minute because I'll do that. I'm thinking about having this one here and this one here. Is what I'm thinking. Is there a right and a wrong with it? No. It's quite big, that, though. I'd want that a bit smaller. It needs to be cut in 2 different places. It needs to be cut there. Let's cut that first. And it needs to be cut this way as well. It's a bit too wide. I'll try this. How's that? Oh yeah, I like that. That's okay. Where's my thingy? I'm going to have to do a big at the bottom here. I think it looks strange if I do one at the top, so I'll just do that. And we'll put a little one of these in. Just a little bit. Doesn't need much, does it? Ink it up, ink it up, ink it up. Let's move you for a minute. And I've got a few offcuts if I want to put any pockets on the inside as well. Let's put the lid on my glue stick for a few minutes while we do the actual pockets. I did ink it, yeah. There's a side pocket. Oops, that's it. Put you on here. That's on. So that's that one done. Let's pop you over there because there's a spare one over there. Right, let's do you. I think you go with this one. Right. Where's my other one of you? Here it is. No, I definitely want the other side. This will make a good one to go down there. I know the paper doesn't. No, I wanted to cross the button. It doesn't matter that it's a bit. Put you there. I mean, I'll embellish these a bit as well. Maybe not now, but I will do. And so it won't matter that it's not. Oh, where does that go? There it is. It won't matter that it's not. Let me just see how long I've been going. Oh, 50 minutes. Good grief. Doesn't the time go fast? Right. Well, you'll have only seen the stage 1 and 2 of these, but I will show you what they look like pretty much finished, you know, obviously. I mean, I won't get them finished today. But I will show you when they are finished, or almost finished anyway. That's you done. That's a very poorly leaf. Oops, don't take it off before you've put you in that end. I've got my numbers to go on as well. Haven't even seen the bold numbers yet, have we? It does take time, though. Even if you're doing a bit, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done 6. That's the answer. Maybe I was thinking of the other things I did. The page tabs, I did a lot of them in one go, but of course there's not quite so much involved in that, is there? So, you know, I didn't get them finished though, did I? Oh, I've left the lid off. Left the lid off my art glitter glue, the pin out, you know. Hope it's still working. Yeah, it is just not very straight, is it? I cut that a bit small, didn't I? Never mind, never mind. Put the pin in this time. I would like to get them all at least at the same stage before we leave. Right, this one, which is that one. Oh, hang on, I've got a bit here. Will that bit do? No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. So I'm going to put a piece of this down here. That'll go under there with my number on and everything, yeah. But again, we need to, it's a bit wide. I think this is a bit narrower than the other one. It does not matter. They don't have to be the same. It's a little tuck. So, let me know in the comments if you're doing these and how you're doing them. Whether you've posted them or if you're just doing it at home on your own, you know. Oh, there isn't one on this side either. Right, I'm going to do similar. I'm going to do it this side. I might leave it a bit wider this time. It's this flower, isn't it? Is it this one? No. That's what this one's doing out, I think. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. It does not matter. I'm going to do it this way. I don't want to lose too much of that flower, so... Where's my mark? There's my mark. I think I saw a number. I did. I saw my mark there. That's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry, I haven't been talking much, have I? Concentrating. I have. There we go. Right, stick this on here. I might cut. Oh no, I'm going to ink that one up a bit before I put it on anyway. It's a bit white for me. You know, I don't like anything really white. It's not good for your eyes anyway, I don't think. But there's honestly quite a bit more left to do to these, but I don't have to get them finished, you know. I've got quite a bit done, and honestly, we could leave it here and come back to them, you know, when you want to put them in a journal or something, you know. This one again. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? I would want something else under there, but I can do that nearer the time. My little one over here. So say they are actually very easy to do these. You know, you can have 6 pockets done in a couple of hours, you know, 6 over the page. And they are quite big pockets as well. Because you put them over the page, I mean, I would probably put a what they called a hidden paper clip on. And then, of course, you can tuck something else underneath it as well. You do end up with quite a few places to tuck and put things with them. But I quite like the over-the-page concept of a floating pocket, you know. I know I've done all my floating pockets the same way. But the same idea will work the other way, going I'll show you what I mean. Same idea would happen if this was your page, so let's turn it the right way out then. And you can make one smaller and do exactly the same thing, just like that instead. I just wanted to tip mine over the top, but you can do them like that. And exactly, you know, the other way around, it works exactly the same way. It's the same concept. It's just comes out slightly differently. I definitely want one of these on here. Shall I do blue? Different colour blue. Yeah, I think I will. Over there. So yeah, it's they're very versatile. I always like a versatile piece of ephemera pocket, you know. Right. Oh, I think there's no pin on there. Done it again. I left the pin off. Try it back. I didn't put it upright. I often leave my glues on the side. That works. It's a fractionally different colour blue. There, that's that one. Have I got time to do these last 2? Do you think? Let me just put the lid in my glue this time. A little tuck here. How about a double pocket here? Quite like that idea. We could have one of them. We could have. I like this idea of a double. I must admit. I think they'd get tangled up, wouldn't they? Where's this butterfly going? About there. No, I think I want one across the bottom here. What about a corner tuck? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do a corner one. So I'm going to pop you there. Yeah, and leave it like that. Something a bit different again, you know. Might put something inside this one as well, you know, a pocket inside. Do you know, I don't think that's a stainless steel pin. Yeah, sort you out. I think these will be really pretty when they're finished with their numbers. I don't want that one. I'm going to put you across here, I think. What other bits have I got? I've got those bits as well. There'll be a full pocket this side. What goes better? That does look nice. But I think I'm going to do, I want this vintage, so I'm just going to pop this, it looks like a piece of old card, doesn't it, on here. do hope you've been able to see okay. I really should check that more often, because you tend to migrate closer and closer to yourself. Pop, where are you? Oh, that one's there. So where's the other one then? Oh, I've got this one. Must be along here then. You can go there. I'm just going to do this one, and I think I'll leave it there probably, because you don't want 2 hours of me doing this. I'm fairly certain of that. So this is quite flimsy, this stuff. I could do a double one, I suppose. No, the butterflies will disappear. Yeah. I can't tell you where those other pads came from, because I was given a load of single sheets a while ago. So apart from this Stamperia back sheet I'm using now, I can't tell you where the others came from, as I said. Somebody just offered me a few full sheets, so, you know. I said, oh, thank you. And kept the ones I thought I'd use and passed on to another friend who thought she could use some as well. Where's that little scrappy bit of paper? There it is. Just want to clean the nib a bit. That's that one. You can go in there, mister. And one more. Should we do your different colour? Yeah, we will. And all these little scrappy bits I've got left will probably go inside with the writing paper. But the main concept of it is that it's floating, which it is, and big numbers, of course, which I've got. So that's good, isn't it? And they will go on. And then when I've finished them, I will show you the end result, but it won't be right now, I'm afraid. You have to tell me, you know, if you prefer a much longer video with it all done, or if you prefer it just sort of shown at the next one with them finished. I think that's what I would. I mean, you've got the basic concept. The rest now is just decorating, you know, is just embellishing, and we all do that in our own style, don't we? So it's the concept of the over the page floating pocket, really, that's important, isn't it? And the I've got all my bold numbers to use, which is good. Looking forward to getting them on. I might edge them, I might ink them, I'll see. You'll see when they're on. I have actually got a big numbers one on order, believe it or not. It's delayed, so it's been on order for absolutely ages. It just hasn't arrived, so you know, they'll go on somewhere. Keep them, and keep my, oh, I don't know why my Mac keeps moving, and keep all my end bits, my little bits, for going inside as well. A couple of them are only one-sided though, so I don't want that piece. There we go. Just tidy up a little bit and show you what we've done today. So we've ended up with 6 of these, half done. All that's left is, oh, you didn't go in there. All that needs doing is they just need finishing off, embellishing, really. And I've got the bits out that I want to embellish with, haven't I? The flowers, the butterflies, and the numbers. And I'll probably end up putting a few tags, and not tags, you know, labels and bits and bobs stuff on them, you know. I hope you can see those all right. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that wasn't too boring for you. It's just another concept of a floating pocket, you know. And I hope you have a go at it. All right, guys, take care. Look after yourselves. Bye.